We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in the small forward position.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
To the wing on the left. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's Curry. Puts up a 3. And he gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Irving double team. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his first bucket in this one. Green passes to Barnes. Feeds it to Bogut. It's Thompson off the drive. Stolen by Thompson. Here's James. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Thompson misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. Fires from deep. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Yeah, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
From 20 feet out. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Green. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Here's Thompson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And stolen by Love. Finished off the break. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
That's good. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Down low. Here's Livingston. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're giving the ball to the other team.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving. Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cavaliers lead by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
LeBron dishes to Smith. Offensive rebound. Warriors trailed by 11. Here's Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Irving with it. He's got 11. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got 13. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
LeBron shot is off. Warriors trailed by 15. Curry is inside. Covered by Irving. Curry kicks to Barnes. It's stolen by Smith. And the dunk by James.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
For three, Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Green passes to Bogut. It's taken away by Smith. That's up a 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
They're starting to get a little triple happen. Falling in love with that three-pointer.
Starting to cast him up a bit too often here in the second.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. From deep, Green. And the Warriors miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Curry outside. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 22. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And another miss by Cleveland.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Green dishes to Curry. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 6.
What marksman? Their backcourt has set the tone for their whole squad.
And it's good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
The drive by James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's 10 points for LeBron.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Barnes can't get it to go. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over to the wing. Here's Dellavedova. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
That one is no good. A dominating first
always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even